Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. Today, a Sunshine State showdown, and in Florida, they believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bulls ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the FIU Panthers offense will take the first swing of the game. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. FIU pushing tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Bulls' offense will have its first possession of the game. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to pass. It's Tate. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Let's talk for a second here about USF. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every...
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Catch in the middle. It's Porter. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Bulls trying to cash it in on first and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Flanagan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And the field goal unit is on the field. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And the kicker starts the year perfect. Nice job, nice way to start the year. The offense takes the football down the field. Yeah, you want to get touchdowns, but getting points on the first drive to start the season, really nice job by this unit.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Throwing right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting his foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Panthers will hustle to the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
They'll try the run. Sweet cut there. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass, it's Tate. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. He stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. From the gun, looking for a man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado.
Finds his man. It's Smith.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Tate. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Goes to the option. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-3. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got it behind the line. It's Flanagan. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Tate. first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to... Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. Today, a clash between 2 teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bulls about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Panthers' offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Black.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. FIU pushing tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the USF Bulls offense taking the field, first chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. With the catch, it's Lee. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Off the play fake on first down to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years,
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time. There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Panthers headed quickly to the line.
the defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying play action. Under fire. And he's got it inside the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defender. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to throw, it's Tate. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle, it's Flanagan. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Bulls in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pocket breaking down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bulls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Tate. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bulls!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking down the middle. Got a man, it's Lee. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
The play action fake. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Tate. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got the first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulls!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll run it from the gun. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The run from the shotgun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Bulls want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Tate. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't hang on, it's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was
Touchdown, USF! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulsa is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Oklahoma State.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Panthers moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Finds his man. It's Smith. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. Just broke. He smashes his way through again. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
From the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Every
throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Off the play fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go. Fires one high and deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Bulls line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback on the keeper.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes a grab for a big play. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Here's the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulls!
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Burke. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Black. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? He'll field the punt and take it back. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Snags it quickly on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The Florida I-4 corridor, tourist hotbed, and a stretch of road that has its own rivalry game. We are set for a war for this stretch of road, and at the end of it, only one will have the right of way. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Knights offense will be first on the attack. The Bulls won a tight win the last time these two got together.
And that was a huge win for USF, too, because, David, you know, both of these schools, they're competing for the same kids within the state of Florida on their recruiting trail, and getting that win meant so much for their program. It helped them in their confidence, too, I think, coming into this one.
100%. It means a lot down there. These are kids that grew up playing high school football together against each other, recruiting the same school. So to get the win for USF was a big momentum swing in this series.
Got a man, it's Lewis. mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Sands. Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. It'll be 3rd and long. Snap it to the back. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So USF's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Nimrod. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Working that left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulls.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Brown wants to pass. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bulls looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Brown will throw it. Under fire. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The short hands. It's Nimrod. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense, quick tempo. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To throw, it's Tate. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Southern California for some time. They're up 14 over San Diego State. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. They punted away on 4th down. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, when UCF and USF get together, it's like a UFC match. Fiery and feisty. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Fellas, so much intrigue when UCF and USF face off. Let's get things back to you.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeps the play going. Oh, better look out! Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. They'll send the back in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, South Florida.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. He's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they... So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. The Bulls at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to win back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on second. Back to pass, it's Tate. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll keep it himself. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? He leaves it with his back. The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign. But, of course, the most important battle is the one that happens on the gridiron. Turning it on! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Direct snap. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Missed the connection on 2nd. Now looking at a 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. He'll do it himself.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The give to the back. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The war on I-4 hits the passing lane and goes west to Tampa as the Bulls get the best of the Knights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the groupers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So USF's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. His way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Tate. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. Still running at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action. He's got his man across the middle. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. On 4th down, going to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You could tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Shakes off the defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kelly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. That's reeled in, it's Kelly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Groupers will punt this one away. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Groupers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Runs through a tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Tate. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Bulls will hustle to the line. Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now, coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The groupers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking for a man. It's Tate. And wings it incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.